And we are live, and the doors of the sanctum have been unlocked and open for the week. Technical
Here
difficulties.
we go again.
Shut your hole. Welcome, everyone, back to the Sanctum Sanctorum. I am your illustrious host, Widow's Son. With me is one of my awesome co hosts, Splicer87. Doc and Wanderer will not be here with us today. Wanderer had to work, and I believe Doc is out. Um, Doing something. You never can tell with him. It's the hat. It's something about the hat. I don't know what it is. But we are back live once again. I know it's been a crazy couple of weeks, and we want to thank everyone for being patient with us. Got a lot of people already in the chat. Demon, welcome. Brainless, thank you for being here. And all right, now I see Slim is in there, but he's also right here. We are joined today by SlimCyborg. I met this gentleman through Vila Vendetta and Security Monitor Lizard, two wonderful, wonderful people and awesome YouTube content creators. And of course, you know, we love them dearly, and they're always welcome here. And that's where I came across this gentleman here, and he and I have had the opportunity to talk quite a few times, and he is a very, very interesting individual, and that's one thing that I do like about him very much. Slim, welcome to the Sanctum. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for having me here. It looks
Uh,
like
it,
we have a lot of my friends in the chat, so thank all of them for being in the side
oh,
chat. That's
absolutely.
awesome.
Yes, thank you so much. And all of you guys are welcome here anytime, you know, and I'll go ahead and say it. If you enjoy the show today, feel free to hit that subscribe button. You know, we appreciate every single one of the people that sub to the channel and enjoy the show. It's amazing, and you know, we love each and every person that comes in and hangs out with us, and it's cool. But yes, we are going to have we're going to have a very interesting day. And as just a quick little point out here, um, today is the 93rd episode, and being into philosophy and everything as I am, I chose the title of today's show, which is "Do What Thou Wilt," based on that number. So if anyone is actually into that particular type of philosophy, maybe they will get what I mean from the thelemic philosophy. But I just wanted to point that out. I realized what show number it was, and I'm like, okay, I have to do it. So, Splicer, how have you been, sir? I understand you've been sick, and
Hello. Yes,
your
I
world
really know
has
what's
just been
going on, to be
shifting,
honest.
man.
It's funny. I didn't okay, so my girlfriend and I got sick like just before Christmas and went and got COVID tested. It came back negative. So like, okay, fine, so we'll go for Christmas and stuff. But even now I'm still kind of suffering from like the weird cold or whatever it was that I had. And yeah, I've just been coughing up a storm with my new place. I just moved. So, you know, who knows what's going on.
It's all those fruity drinks you drink, man.
I haven't even had a fruity drink. Get out of here.
You need to drink beer like a man.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Take you a good stiff 3 or 4 shots of bourbon.
There you go. That clears up everything.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. No. That's actually like legitimate. Like an old Irish cold remedy is hot, what is it, like hot tea and whiskey with whiskey in it, or something similar to it, like a hot toddy or something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah,
did help.
There's a lot of different cultures that did that in the past, and then like in the old West or the Wild West, same difference. You know, you would do some kind of tea remedy with a little bit of whiskey or bourbon, and you know it helps smooth out the coughs, or you know, it's a cheap medicine kind of, you know.
Yeah.
Codeine's expensive, or you know the other
Right.
medicines are expensive, so you just take a little bit of whiskey and you're all good.
Or you know, forget pouring it in a glass, just crack the seal on it and just take you a big swallow.
If I am muted today, I'm probably coughing. Just so you know.
No worries. Yeah, no worries. Hello, Sydney.
Yeah. Damn, this chat is popping.
Right. And once again, we do want to thank everyone for coming by and hanging out with us today. Well, as many of you have seen on Twitter and in the Discord, right before Christmas, I fell and broke my wrist and fucked my ankle up. So I've been in a cast for almost a month.
No fun.
A great way to spend the holidays, totally.
Don't even get me started, bro. Please. It's seriously been one of the most uncomfortable things that I've ever experienced. Um, been quite a few of those actually, but this is God. I fucking hate this thing so goddamn much. It is. It's literally like it's just an albatross around my neck at this point.
Not
Excuse
that I
me.
can not that I can compare that much to what you're going through, but a couple weeks ago I was skateboarding to the bar, not from it, and
Thank
I,
Let's
God.
make that clear. Let's make that
yeah,
clear for
yeah,
the record. It was
yeah,
to,
it was to
not
it,
from.
yeah, and there was a squirrel passing the sidewalk, and I was telling it to get out of the way, and I didn't notice there was something in front of me, like a little rock or something. And I freaking
Oh,
fell on my skateboard and busted my ribs. So I was laying in bed
My.
for 2 weeks with busted ribs, and
oh
they
man.
still flare up. So I'm still in the middle of my ribs healing, which if anybody's had the ribs cracked, broken, or I think I
Ugh.
just tore the muscle. I don't think I did anything, but I have had cracked ribs over my heart. And every time my heart beat, like it was insane. So yeah, I'm dealing with pain as well.
Oh my God. I was about to say, I'm glad that we did point out that you were skateboarding to the bar and not from it. Because I was going to say, if it were from it, I mean, it would be pretty
I
shitty.
deserve
Like,
it.
It's the
well,
important key details after all.
honestly, I'd be like, if you were like skateboarding home and you like try to do a kickflip and you fuck up, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
drunk
That-
kickflips, you know.
Man,
yeah,
no, I couldn't imagine.
Hey, and believe it or not, I've actually seen drunk guys that have still been able to pull it off.
When I was in my 20s and earlier, I was an amateur skateboarder for Alien Workshop for a couple years.
Oh
So
wow, nice.
Let you go.
yeah, when I was younger, I could actually have done that stuff. I could have been out there stoned and drunk and doing all the fun stuff. But being 40 years old now, I probably shouldn't be riding a skateboard. But
Geez, segue
Doesn't
now.
stop Tony Hawk at 50, right? You got this.
well,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's my pseudo exercise that I figure to do for myself. I'm not going to get a gym membership or anything like that. So what I do is I skateboard around. Like obviously I can't now because there's a foot of snow outside of my window. But
Yeah.
in the spring and summer, that's what I do.
Snowboard.
And then
You can snowboard.
that's
in the
even
bar.
worse.
Do you have like
The
do you have a
last
park
time I
nearby or something? Skateboard park?
well, the last time I snowboarded, I hit myself in my head with my own snowboard when I fell. So
Okay.
Oh, you did the scorpion. You did the scorpion on yourself, man.
yes, yeah, I did. So
Ooh.
I don't snowboard anymore.
I don't blame you.
But do you
Jesus
do like a skate park
Christ.
nearby you go to?
I'm in Fort Collins, Colorado, so you'd have to go about an hour 30, 2 hours away probably to get to a place to snowboard. An actual park or whatever,
Yeah.
ski resort or something like that.
I mean,
I'm
I
not-
said skate park because you have
Oh.
a skateboard. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, in Fort Collins there is a cool little skate park that we have,
Nice.
just 5 miles away from me. But I don't go there because feel like I look like a creep when there's all these 12-year-olds skateboarding
Oh,
around
yeah,
and I'm the
makes
only
sense.
old person and I'm just like I don't feel comfortable. The last time I
Surprised they
went
don't
was
have an
because-
indoor skate park there.
True.
They should.
But-
They should. The last time I went there, though, was because my girlfriend brought her son, who was 9 at the time or something. So
Yeah, I mean, if you're with
it
someone
was-
else, then it's probably not.
yeah, I was there for a reason, but I still felt weird because it was just like 12-year-olds skating, and I'm like, I'm way too old to be at a skate park right now.
No, man, you just man, I have a feeling you'd probably been like, you know what, fuck these kids. I'm just gonna show them up, you know.
That's what I would do.
I
I
was
just
trying.
fucking own them, dude. Yeah, I just
I
like
was
to
trying,
show off. I just show off
but
to
I-
the kids. Yeah.
But then I ended up falling like 5 or 6
Aw.
times.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
man.
Old
Yeah.
guys
that-
busting ass.
yeah. So they were
Splicer-
just standing in the corner
and-
laughing at me.
Right, and Splicer would have been the kid who would have literally yelled out, "Old man's busting ass! Look
I
at it!"
wouldn't say that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh man.
Hey, you're the pot stirrer around here.
I really am,
I almost
especially
called.
to
Wait a
you.
minute. I almost called you Wanderer.
If there's an inside joke, I will definitely bring it back up.
Well, the other
man.
thing, the other reason why I skateboard is when we do large fairs, festivals, and conventions, sometimes I have to go a quarter of a mile back and forth. So what I found is if I jump on a skateboard and I can ride from the green room to the stage, or I can get to like the restroom or whatever on a skateboard, I have an easier time. So um, that's why I picked it back up after 20 years or 10 years of not skateboarding.
I'm
It was
sure it
even like the
wasn't like
college
riding
days.
a bike either, was it?
It's not like riding a bike.
No. I was the first convention that I was riding a skateboard at. It was a little sketch, and then I got overzealous, and I thought I was like mad skateboarding skills. And as I turned a corner, it was at a tattoo convention, so there's all these people getting tattooed down this aisle. And as I come around the corner, I slid and fell and skidded out and like spun out, and all the tattoo artists stopped and looked at me, and I'm like, "Sorry, everybody." So yeah, that was fun.
My bad.
Yeah, yeah. So
You just
after that,
jumped.
I was skateboarding very slowly and like not. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Slim, you should just get a Segway.
No, what I really want is
Longboard.
the two wheels on the side, and you put your
Oh,
feet
the
on there,
little
and you kind of.
hoverboard looking things.
Yeah, I guess there's. I think that's what they're calling the hoverboards
Yeah,
They
nowadays.
call
that's
them a
Is
yeah,
that
hoverboard now.
thing?
yeah. Fuck that shit. That's not a hoverboard.
I
We
know.
No,
all
it's
know
not
what
a
the real.
hoverboard.
We all know what the real hoverboard is. Well, at least me
Definitely.
and Slim do. I'm sure that Splicer hasn't
Wow.
seen Back to the
All right.
Future.
I have seen Back to the Future actually.
Was it?
Be
Is it?
surprised.
Is it
It
two
was
or
Back
is
to the
it
Future.
three?
It was two.
Yeah, it was
It was
two.
two.
Where they had
Yeah,
hoverboards.
That was my favorite because they went into the
2015.
future, and yeah, 2015.
Did you see that Nike actually released like the power laces like
Yeah.
on that day, and they were very, very
Mhm.
limited? And dude, they were fucking outrageously priced.
Of course. Of course.
I'm
Yeah,
Might
of
like,
as well,
course they did
man.
that.
so Slim, how long have you now? You are, I call you a jack of all trades. So for our audience that is not familiar with you as I am, introduce yourself, please.
Um, all right, I'll go over my character first, and then we'll go over a little bit more of like reality. So I'm Slim, the living cyborg. I am a time traveler from the year 4020. I stole a time machine from the government. Shh, don't tell them. Wait, is the CIA here? Wait, am I going to get raided? Hold on, never mind. We'll talk about that afterward. Um, so
That's some
I
strong
am
acid you're on, man.
yeah, definitely. Well, look, I'm in my spaceship right now. If you can't see behind
I
me,
can. I can.
I'm floating in.
I'm waving at you right now.
Yes, I'm floating in inner outer space. And I'm a sideshow artist, so I swallow swords, I eat glass, I do all the living sideshow stuff. I jump on glass, I lift a full-size cake from my ears. I have 10 world records, and I'll talk about that in a second. All the instruments that I use in my show, I talk about them being from different time periods. So my samurai sword that I swallow, that I have a world record for swallowing, the largest one for being my size. I say that I was in feudal Japan, and I got taught by a sensei, Sensei Jin, and I talk about how he taught me for 2 years to use the sword, and then I say I use the sword in battle throughout history, and there's been blood on it, but now I use it to swallow, and I have animal traps that I put my hands in, and I talk about being taught how to use them from Mountain Man Bob in the Wild West, and things like that. Good evening.
The character is amazing. It's absolutely, it's wow. I mean, I'm into things like that as someone who's been playing Dungeons and Dragons since he was 13. God damn it, I'm a nerd.
No, same here. I was playing those role playing games at a very young age, and actually, one of the games we used to play was a cyborg reality. I don't remember the name of the role playing game, but it was a cyborg.
I know the game you speak of.
So I've been a cyborg since I was a preteen.
Let's see.
I already had that character. I want to say it's called Cyborg, but I think it's something else. And as soon as somebody says the name, I will say, "Oh, that's totally it," because I will remember once I hear it. But I came up with a robot character or cyborg character at a very young age, and then slowly, as I grew up, I figured out a way to facilitate that, making myself into a cyborg.
Do you know what, like, was it like on a gaming console or something?
No,
No,
it
we're
was
talking tabletop.
card. Yeah,
It's a
table.
card
Yeah, it
game.
was a table.
Nice. Okay, thank you. Tabletop.
Okay,
now-
so sorry, it's not a card game. It's that you have to start with the book. You actually have to buy like the books and then build the world from there. I don't like we
It's
had
a
to make our
tabletop.
own.
It's a tabletop game.
Yeah, it's a tabletop. That yeah. So
I'm working on it.
See,
Um,
Splicer, since you don't know what that is, that's where actual people sit around a table.
Hilarious.
together.
I know what a
And
tabletop is. You're
there's-
so funny.
There's dice and paper
Wow,
and pencils.
crazy.
And
Imagine.
usually there's probably a bowl or a bottle of something being passed
Hilarious.
around.
There's this
and,
game called Dungeons and Dragons. You know?
Yeah. You know,
Crazy.
there's these things where
Wow.
people actually use their imaginations.
Imagine game makers and
Hey, he likes to give me a hard time because I don't play a lot of the stuff that he does, so I get to give him shit about being an old school tabletop player.
old school
So-
tabletop.
yeah.
I mean,
Well, that
okay,
was-
people that make video games though, like especially RPGs, they play those tabletops to get inspiration.
Yeah, and I guarantee you
Yeah,
that
yeah.
they still play them.
Yes.
Well, that's
Like-
what we had before there was video games. We had to play those things.
Slim, stop! You're showing our age, man. Because
I know,
I'm
yeah, I
42.
Okay, yeah.
No, I'm not
I already
42. I am 40 as well. But yeah, you're showing our age, man. Stop it.
said- Was Cyberpunk 2020
Yeah.
or something like that? Was
Cyberpunk-
that a tabletop game?
It could have been
first?
that. Yes, it probably could have been actual Cyberpunk tabletop. Yes, it is. Tabletop game.
Honestly, like the tabletops that I've played over the years, obviously a lot of Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
Um,
See, I
where-
thought it was called something else, but then I was trying to look it up the other day, and like it seems like it may have been Cyberpunk 2020 or whatever.
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
the one. Is 2020. That's the one.
Yeah,
that got
okay, so
famous or whatever.
I think that's what we were playing back in the day.
Do you know what year it was? Like what year you played it?
1992,
Yeah.
1994.
So the 1988 was the first edition. There's a 1990
Okay.
version that came out for Cyberpunk 2020.
So the 1990 version is probably the one because we
Yeah.
had one of those tabletop gaming stores in the mall in my area, and that's what we would do is we'd go there and we would look through all the books and we would find the ones we wanted. Because after playing D&D for a hot second, we wanted to have the new versions
Yeah.
of the tabletop. So that's when I saw that like I can be a robot and like you can have like a power arm or like I went yes please.
Yeah, that's got to be Cyberpunk then. Yeah.
Vila says it's Cyborg Genesis.
That name does sound familiar.
I saw that
so
too
it-
on the thing.
Well,
It-
go ahead.
It probably I may have played both too, because anything that had to do with cyborgs, robots, the future, I was really into. Like that was my shit. Like anything in the futuristic, because
Welcome to Costco.
I have always had an attraction to robots. Take that as you will.
What?
Well, like I know the game you speak of. Like I said, I'm a veteran of many like Dungeons and Dragons. I've played Vampire. I've
That
played
was one of my other favorites. Yeah.
a Vampire was always a lot of fun. World of Darkness. I played Mage a few times.
Oh yeah.
Mage the Ascension. I love. Oh man, I would love to play that again. That really got me. But I played things like Mech Warrior.
Yeah.
With the little figurine game.
Yep.
But it's. I mean, I can certainly understand, why you got into it because I mean, it is interesting and everything all at the same time. And I mean, to actually see something like something with actual intelligence being like an actual robot, like not a living person,
Well, just like the android on Star Trek and the Borgs
Yeah,
and things like that. Seeing that, like, they're hyper intelligent or their body won't break down and you can fix it. And I mean, who doesn't want to be able to just like fix their body in like any second or have a superpower through something that makes more sense? Like Superman to me doesn't make sense.
I
Because
agree.
how is this being from another place going to
All the
have this
DC
thing that
heroes.
works? Yeah, like it to me, some of those don't completely make sense. But if you talk about a mech organism, oh yeah, I can see why it can punch through a wall, or how it doesn't have feelings, or it can turn off feelings or turn on feelings, or I feel like I'm on the spectrum of some way, shape, or form. So
Yeah.
I feel like I have a Borg mind because when people are like feelings, I go, why don't we think of it this way? Like I can sometimes take the feelings out of it and look at it more of a mechanical
In
way
the
or a
technical
process. And
mechanical's
yeah,
perspective. Yeah.
yeah. And to me, I felt like, oh, am I half machine? And I never felt human since I was young. So this was my way to
Hey, we got
explain
a
my
folks.
Bro,
yo
it's all just zeros and
Lizette.
ones, man.
Exactly. And then the way of the future now is that. And
Just
so,
see life in binary. Or
and
there's a new one. You look.
the other fun thing that I've done is I've modified my body with technology. So I have an LED implant right there. I have a microchip implant right here.
Wow.
The LED is an NFC field tester. So if you take your phone and you turn on your NFC reader and you swipe it over this, it'll start blinking a white. An LED will start blinking white. And then if you take your phone and you slide it over to the left of that, then you'll go to my website.
Wow.
So when
You
I
wow. That is amazing. That is dude.
So when I do shows, I can have people stand in a line, and I can have I'm like a business card, a living business card.
Nice.
So the microchip and LED I have implanted in here, which is a red LED. So when you swipe it over, it will blink red, and then it will go to my Teespring merch. So my merchandise store, it will send you to that link.
Cool.
Wow.
I watched the video that is it Piparet in
Hi,
chat?
Paris. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched that video. That was good. Your commercial. Very
Oh,
nice.
sweet. Yeah, yeah. And then I have a temperature sensor implanted in my body right here. So if I take my temperature sensor reader and I swipe it across, it tells me what my temperature is.
Okay. Well,
Wow.
what do you think of the Elon Musk microchip things they put in your brain or in your
Have they
head?
tested? They said they're trying to test it on humans. I know
Yeah,
they did it to the pig so far.
yeah. I think they're still starting the human testing for it, but I can't confirm that.
As long as we're doing it for people with mental disorders or to help brain problems at first, then I'm totally down for it. We
Like,
shouldn't
obviously, we don't
need
want
it.
the hive mind thing, but you know.
Yeah, and or you shouldn't implant it in somebody's brain and then somebody's taking all that information and
Yeah,
it's
it's like
not going
just free
anywhere.
access to your brain. Sheesh.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we already are getting fed. If you have a device that can listen to your voice at any time and you say anything, all of a sudden you start getting ads for, you're like, oh, honey, do we need a new dishwasher? And all of a sudden you start getting
It
ads for
somehow knows.
dishwashers.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah,
sketchy at all.
yeah.
Uh,
Thanks,
So we're,
Alexa.
Bila
yeah.
wants to know, was it cyber generation?
Actually, that sounds more correct. That rings a bell a lot
Yeah,
more.
that sounds
Cyber
like it.
generation. So it probably was that. So I don't know if it came out around 1994, 1995. Let's say 1992 to 1994 is probably when I was playing those games until, not to put anybody down that plays those games or anything, but I found pussy and I found drugs. And then I kind of fell out of some of those things. That's when I became a skateboarder, and when I became like more into playing music and stuff. When I found out that if I could do cool things, I could get attention of the opposite sex. Let's put it the easiest way. And that's when I began playing music and stuff. So
all right.
Time to stop being a nerd.
Yeah, you can't go full nerd, obviously. Oh, it's working out for me. Right, darling.
Well, I
Yeah.
still was one. You know, you can't get the nerd out of you. So I was still writing songs about nerdiness and, you know, being, you know, and then of course, look at what I turned myself into. I turned myself into a living cyborg. So, you know, I could not get rid of the nerdiness.
So you also when you and I spoke on Vila Stream, now you also told me you are in a sideshow or a freak show as well, correct?
Yes.
Now you were
Yeah,
mentioning
yeah.
with the sword swallowing and everything like that. How did you get hooked up doing that?
In 5th grade, I began performing magic. There was a magic shop in Seaport Village where my dad had his shop, his store, and I kept going in there so often that the owners got tired of me like touching stuff and messing with stuff. So the gentleman who was running it pulled me aside and said, "Do you want me to show you how to do some of this stuff?" And so he actually taught me sleight of hand, some of the card tricks, some of the like making things disappear inside of like a coffin thingy that you held in your hand, and the ball and cups and all that fun stuff. He was a very smart salesman, because then what I did is I ran to my father and I said, Dad, I need, you know, this. And so he actually bought me a handful of the different magic tricks, and I put them together, and I was able to make like a 45-minute set or a 40-minute set. And the school, my parents convinced the school at the time I was going to actually have an assembly where I did a magic show for the whole school. So 500 kids, 1,000, I don't know. And this wasn't for the talent show or anything. Like my parents just said, "Hey, you know, Landon has this thing, blah blah blah." If anybody didn't know, that's my real name. But so at 10 years old, I think, is when I began performing on stage. A bunch of kids went to their parents and told them about me doing this magic show at school. And somehow, I think my mom had a couple friends that they may have like connected me with, but I do believe that some kids from school got me connected. They told their parents, and their parents went to their businesses, and for their office parties, they had me come out, and I would be dressed as like a leprechaun or Santa's elf or something along those lines, and I would do magic for the kids at these company parties. So the parents could be off and drinking and, you know, partying, and I was like, "Here, kids, you come over here and you watch me and don't pay attention to what they're doing." So
Nice.
I was the distraction, for corporate events, technically.
Hey, parents love that.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
And that's got to be that's got to be
It's
like
sweet
pretty sick
gig.
money too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's gonna get
exactly.
solid gigs like that. That's nice.
Yeah, making a couple $100 being a 12-year-old. I mean,
Yeah, well, like, tons of kids can't do that. Like, dude, nice.
So, and
Who do you think
so
you are, Corey Feldman?
Yeah,
Like,
I can imagine that at 12.
well, my mom wanted me to be a movie star or a TV star, so we moved from Colorado to California when I was 5, and she was trying to get me into modeling and acting, and I was close to it, but again, I'm a nerd. So I went to magic, and I went to the weird
Nice.
aspects
Yeah,
of. I was actually a ventriloquist for a couple of years as well. But
wow.
Hey,
again,
at least you can say you tried things.
Well, again, once I realized I was not going to get laid being a ventriloquist, I kind of gave it up.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not going to
Um,
get anywhere with my hand shoved up this dummy's ass. It's just-
yeah, I mean, if I want to stay with him, but I'll be good. But no, girls did not see that attractive to hold this weird looking. Because I had like the Charlie Chaplin one from like the 80s. I had an old antique, well, and now it's an antique doll. So it was the old scary looking one from all the horror movies. When you watch a horror movie and there's the ventriloquist doll that talks. That's one of the ones that I had. So it was the scary one. So I was like, I am no female is gonna, or anybody attracted to me would not be attracted to me if I'm holding this thing in my hand. So, and then a couple years later, when I was 14 or 15, oh, sorry, it was actually around that time I began playing saxophone at school. So that was my introduction to music. And then playing saxophone is like playing different types of music that were not. It was the smaller one. I don't remember which one that is.
Alto.
Yeah,
I doubt you played soprano at that young age.
But playing that, you were playing a different style of music than normal. Everybody wanted to play rock and roll and metal and stuff, but there's not really that for the saxophone. So I was playing like kind of classical and jazz.
Well, there was like ska punk and everything like that.
I found that out a little bit later when I wasn't playing saxophone anymore. In the early 90s, it may have been around, but I was not. I didn't know about it yet.
Yeah, exactly.
So then I started going to punk shows and going to alternative and music nights, and then I got into a band where I started playing guitar, and we were like a punk kind of band. And we lasted a little while. Keep fast forwarding. I went to college for electronic music production. And then after I got out of there, I went on tour and I brought out a couple albums and I did a bunch of DJ stuff in San Diego. I ran a club in Tijuana, Mexico for a whole year with 3 other friends.
Wow. What was that like?
Well, we were paying the federales, which is the federal Mexican police, $500 a week to stay open.
Oh my.
Okay. We were bringing lots of drugs across the border every time we did a show down there in our sound equipment. We'd open it up and put it in there. I got to see a lot of crazy stuff. Eventually, they wanted $1,000 a week from us because they saw how much money we were making. And I had to close it down. And then we moved to all our operations to San Diego and Pomona. I put on a lot of events in Pomona, California for a while. And then once I moved to Colorado in 2006, I realized there's no such things as Marilyn Manson's anymore or Rob Zombies or hardcore music.
And I couldn't agree with you more.
So I got a little upset and I felt like I spent my whole life trying that aspect to become famous, I guess is the best way to put it, and realized that avenue had died. So I began taking beer bottles on stage during my friends' shows. So I would book these bands and we would agree on when I was going to jump on. And they'd start playing the song, and I would run from the back of the venue through the crowd, jump onto the stage. I would grab a beer bottle that was hidden behind the speaker, the wedge floor amp, and I would grab it and I would break it over my head, and I would eat the glass, and I would slash my chest open live on stage.
All right.
Wow.
I was just like, how are we going to get famous? How are we going to make our name? I know Gigi Allen. I know Marilyn Manson. I know there's a handful of people that did it. I'm not claiming to be the first because I know that's what's going to be in the side chat. I was just frustrated, and I didn't know where to take that angst and that anger. So that's what I was doing. Unfortunately, like that's not a good way to treat your body. From there, I said, why am I not starting a sideshow? I had been collecting data. I had been going to the library, and I had been Xeroxing pages out of different books about sideshow, about extreme performances, about fakirs, about Aboriginal cultures, the way they tattooed themselves, the way they body pierced, the way they did all these rituals to get from boyhood to manhood or to adulthood from. And I said, how am I gonna take that and bring it in? So I was slowly teaching myself sideshow, or trying to. We did a show one night, and a gentleman was walking down the street who had a bed of nails, a bucket of glass, a sledgehammer, and all these other, and a concrete block. And so we invited him in to perform with us. And so he laid on a bed of nails. I broke a cinder block over his chest while he was laying on the bed of nails. He walked on broken glass. He ate up razor blades and spit them out, all chewed up and all bloody. He took a drill with a drill bit and drilled it inside his skull and pulled it out. So I said, hey, bro, if you teach me how to do all this stuff, I'll take us around the world. I'm like, I'll make us famous. I've already toured. I already have a company. I was like, I already have all these avenues. So luckily for me, this gentleman taught me most of the stuff. To make this quick so we can maybe get on something else, or maybe show a video, because it may be, I don't know. I may be feeling like I'm long-winded. He taught me everything.
Ahead.
He taught me everything except for swallowing a sword. And I began training myself the wrong way. And I had a gentleman who messaged me after seeing me posting all these videos. And he goes, hey, are you swallowing a sword yet? And I said, yeah. Or are you practicing swallowing or learning the swallowing technique? And I said, yeah. And he said, how? I told him, he said, please don't try that. I'll go over this fast. I'll go over this really fast because it is interesting. So what we used to do, and please nobody do this, and when I tell you why, you're not going to do this anyways. So what we used to do is we used to take a coat hanger and we used to unbend it, and then you take sandpaper, the finest grit, and you would sand it down so it was smooth, and you used to use that to practice. And that's how you would learn how to swallow a sword before you swallowed a sword. Well, I had a homegirl that I knew, and that, I mean, well, y'all, yeah. What she used to do was she would swallow it. She would bend her stomach, and she'd pull it out bent. Okay.
Ooh, my.
They were at a show one night, and she did that, and she wasn't using a new coat hanger very often. She was going on tour and reusing the same one over and over, I guess. So she bent one night and it popped out through her throat. It broke and popped out through her throat. So my homie grabbed her throat and duct taped his hand to her throat to keep her throat closed. They went into the hospital. The surgeon was able to take his hand away and said, she has a 20% chance of living. We're going to go in and cut it from her. We're going to try to pull it out, but she's probably not going to make it through this. Fortunately, she did. They were able to hold it, and they were able to cut it, and they were able to get it out, and she's decent. She's okay. I talked to her. She's not having fun. She doesn't swallow things anymore because she can't, because she damaged it. Dang. So I had somebody let me know that, and I talked to her, and I talked to a couple other people who were there, and it was true. So it wasn't some misinformation. So I fortunately was taught how to swallow swords the proper way in the beginning. And then I had 3 world-renowned sideshow artists walk me through the process and actually teach me how to swallow a sword. So I went through the processes the proper way, and I learned how to do it by professionals, which you should only do if you're doing stuff like this, because I've almost killed myself. Yeah, and I've almost killed myself multiple times doing some of these things. So if you don't do them the right way, you're going to die. If you understand the physics, then you're going to be okay.
Wow. Now I do believe you said you have a video of you performing.
Yes. Let me grab
Oh,
that right quick.
no problem. While he's doing that, if you haven't already, go ahead like the stream. That really helps us out. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, get the notification bell on. Come and join us every week and have some fun and be a part of our shenanigans that we get into around here. Also, real quick, as always, I'm sure he may be lurking in the shadows, but I want to give a quick shout out to my YouTube mentor, Sir Hatman, a gentleman and a scholar, as I always say. And if you don't already go and subscribe to him, go and hit the subscribe button for him. He is an awesome gentleman, and it's an honor to call him my friend. So go and check out his channel and his other channel, Sir Hatman, as well, which is normally what I call him. So, uh, let's see here. All right,
Sterno. Among Us.
Among Us.
Among Us. Are you
All
Among
right.
Us? Directed?
So here we go. Give me just a moment.
Oh, video time.
Did I share the audio?
No, how like how
Did I share the audio?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
shared the audio.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And this is a song that I produced, so
Okay,
that's my
okay, I was
vocals
wondering.
in the background. Yeah, it's
Thank
my
you.
it's my stuff. Yeah.
Okay, good. I've said it before and I'll say it again. You are a glutton for punishment, sir.
Yes, I am.
Oh man, I bet those notes are numb.
Wow. God damn.
Here's my world record sword that I swallow.
Christ almighty.
That's the big boy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then I let people staple money to me.
Oh my god, yes. The kid's like, ooh, so cool.
Yeah. They're never gonna forget that.
Oh my god.
Mommy, can I go torture the guy?
Staple dollar to his arm. Oh, I love that. Nice.
Wow.
Oh, there's that.
Look at that.
Oh man. That I don't know how you do what you do, sir, but my hat's off to you.
Well, thank you.
My
It
nips
took a
hurt.
lot of training, a lot of practice, a lot of yeah.
I bet. Now you were saying that you also have you and I were talking before we went on the air, and you were telling me that you are also in bands, and I would love to hear about that.
Yes, our boy Widow's son loves music. He's a music lover.
I don't even remember what the first name of my first band was. Wow, that was so long ago, like 1994. It was when we were all kids. My brother was a drummer. I was a guitarist. Like our best friend was the bassist. And of course, I'm the singer because I'm a loudmouth. Obviously, you can tell that I know how to talk or I like talking.
Lucifer.
When I moved to Colorado in 2006, we started a band in 2010 maybe called Cyborg Death. And me and a female vocalist, and we had our beat maker. We went on tour and we went to a handful of places and played music. I have a music video if anybody would like to, if we'd like to show that right quick while I go grab another beer.
Absolutely.
Sure. Let me find that really quick, and then let's see. Okay, we'll give a couple different let's see what's it's called, themes, and we'll have people pick a theme that they want. Or we'll have both of you. So there's one about decomposing. There's one about being deleted from the system. There's one about do cyborgs need nutrients to survive, or about eating bugs.
I'm curious about the one about decomposition.
All right, we'll do decomposed.
So that could just be the horror movie fan in me also.
Oh yeah. So a little bit of background on the video, and then I'll talk about the actual song in a minute. We had a really bad fire in San Diego in 2004 or something like that. And me and a friend, we went out and we took a bunch of video for a short film that we were going to make about an apocalypse. So all the video that you're going to see is from a short film that we were going to create that never got created, but everybody you see in it is actually me and the different characters. So let's go ahead and watch this, and I will grab a beer and beer.
All right.
All right.
My fame is narcotized. time.
Wow. Wow.
And I was jamming that whole time.
Dude, that was awesome.
Boom.
Like if the actual short film had come together, that I would have definitely watched that as well. Just from watching the footage of it. Dude, that was really, really cool.
Oh, you're muted.
You're muted or something, can't hear you.
Nope, it's your microphone.
Sorry, I forgot I muted myself on
Yeah, there you go.
voice meter.
Yeah.
I forgot at the end was stuff that he spliced together, because what we used to do is he's a VJ. And so when he used to VJ the music together, because he wanted to use that for when he was like playing music in the videos together, he wanted to be able to splice that. So yeah, at the end is not my crap, but you all know which one we obviously. Yeah, I was playing All Those Men in the Crowd. You know me.
I've actually heard. I actually saw a band live once that did that. It was a band called the Storm of Light.
Okay.
And they actually, like, the entire time they were on stage, they would have just a random red image of like the Capitol building, the top of the Capitol building, or like a cemetery was nothing but crosses or something. And then when they would start the next song, the video would immediately begin. So that was very intense to watch.
Thank you. And we did that a lot with when we did our live shows. We had a projector behind us, and we were playing certain visuals at certain times for certain songs, and that went along with it to get you involved. So speaking of interesting music, and I'm so glad I thought of this. We used to, well, I was involved with a project because actually it was the brainchild of a couple other people that somehow I was involved in the making of it, even though I was on vacation when they thought of it. And they called me while I was on vacation and were like, hey, we just thought of this thing. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And they're like, well, we're going to start a band called Poo Poo Jenkins.
All
And
right.
I'm
What
like,
the fuck?
yeah. And I'm like, what? And they're like, okay, so there's this lady called Mildred Jenkins, right? And she's like in Tijuana, and like she like somehow gets pregnant, but then she like eats too many like bad tacos or something, and then poops out this like baby. And so
What
we're
the
Poo Poo Jenkins. Yeah, exactly. And they're like, and then that's Poo Poo Jenkins, and we're Poo Poo Jenkins. We're the shit of I don't know. And so
Okay.
Did you ask them? Did you ask them what kind of drugs they were on when they came up with this idea?
I think they were on mushrooms. I'm sure it probably was mushrooms.
Oh
So
my God.
so here's the premise. I know that sounded horrible and like sounded
Well,
very
yeah,
weird.
let's name our band Poo Poo because we're the shit.
Yeah, well, exactly. So what it turned into is every band member wore a mask, and every person wore the opposite gender's clothes. So I wore a dress on stage every single time. Anybody who was a female wore a suit every single time. And we had masks on, so we were anonymous, right? So what we did is we ran through, we had 20 different members that played different instruments. So if 5 people could play that night at the gig, they would be booked. You know what I'm saying? Because like everybody has a normal job, so we couldn't always be there. So because it was anonymous, we would just be like, whoever's playing. And so we covered Detachable Penis.
Okay.
I Touch Myself from Whitney Houston. Or no. And then Private Dancer. Pets from Porno for Pyros.
Wow.
Any of the, you know, we the handful of like really weird, creepy sexual songs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we did it in a punk style. So it was like, you know, instead of like, like Private Dancer. It was like,
Right.
I'll be a private dancer, come dance. You know, it was like that. It was like more like, you know, fast paced.
Nice.
It's like a fucked up version of Newfound Glory.
Yeah. And then since most of us played multiple instruments, because most of us are band nerds. I mean, I was in band only in, but it doesn't matter. Most of us were in this in this project. So what we would do is in between, we would just switch instruments. We would just go switch. And then everybody would just like grab another instrument, and then we'd be like, what are we playing now? What's the next song? Okay. And then the way that we closed out the show is we did a 45-minute jam where we never stopped playing. Well, we switched instruments, but so we did our like 5 or 6 covers that we did. And then we would just be like, you, and we'd point at somebody, and they would start playing whatever genre of music they wanted. And then we would just jam for like 45 minutes, like nonstop, and just everybody's playing off of everybody. We did not know what we were going to play. And we took mushrooms on stage. We took all different types of fun stuff while we were on stage. So you never knew where it was going to end up, you know? Oh, I miss those days.
I would certainly pay to see that. I would certainly pay to see that.
You know how many people like sat there and just like dumbfoundedly watched us and were like, what the hell am I watching? But nobody could leave. It was so captivating because of what it was. Okay, so one of the first shows we ever did was at we called it Club Static, or it was called Club Static. It was in a double wide trailer in the bad end, or the south end of, well, I guess it would be the northeast end of
the seedy part of town.
Yeah, it would have been, because that was where the only strip club was at the time. There's not one anymore here, which sucks. Now we got to go to Wyoming. Never mind. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
But
you just reminded me of that scene in SLC Punk where they would drive into Wyoming to get beer.
Yeah. So back in the day, it was outside of city limits, and I think maybe at the time it may have been. I don't remember if it was or not. It doesn't matter. So it was the gay club, the goth and punk and metal club. Mainly everybody in town was like, oh, that's the gay club. And you're like, and who cares, but we are in the sticks. I mean, we are in a place where like that's what they care about most. Anyways, so we were putting on events there, and I was the sound guy for most of the nights. I became really good friends with the owner, and I was running sound, and I was DJing and doing all kinds of crap. They let me pretty much do anything I wanted there. So one night, Poo Poo Jenkins was playing, and I was the sound person, right? So I'm setting up. We had touring bands coming through. It was that kind of known of a club. So we had some touring band coming through, and we booked Poo Poo Jenkins with it and another band. So I'm setting up the sound for the opening band and for the headliner, right? My friends come in and they walk up to me. I'm not going to say which one, but they ask me to open up my hand, and I hand out my hand, and they just drop a handful of mushrooms in my hand. And of course,
Jesus
being
Christ,
younger and of course I wasn't thinking about it, because nowadays I would not do that. I threw them in my mouth and swallowed. And then it was like, oh my God, I have to do sound for like 2 more hours before we play. So yeah, that was fun. And of course, the headlining band, the touring band that we had coming through, it's so awesome that I'm still friends with them. They went and sat down. They went and sat down in the audience, and I didn't know that they had like a new person in the band. I guess their bass player or something had never like done a show with them, or like this was their first couple shows that she was doing with them. We get up on stage, and I'm wearing a quinceañera dress, teal quinceañera dress. It's all floofy. Or if you want to compare it to something else, it would be like a prom dress is pretty much what I'm wearing. A shiny, poofy prom dress. And I have a veil over my face, like a wedding veil over my face. And the rest of my friends, most of them are wearing a diaper only. That's it.
Oh.
The ladies are only wearing pink duct tape over their nipples. So for this case, you could tell who was what, kind of. So even though I was wearing a dress, and some people were wearing suits, but most of the ladies ended up just wearing a diaper. And I don't know where the diaper came from. I guess they went to Walmart right before, and that somebody saw diapers and was like, "Let's go wear." I don't remember, but I already had my quinceañera dress picked out for the show.
Okay.
Let's wear Depends on stage.
The diaper with the dress.
Yeah. Well, somebody said Poo Poo Jenkins and diapers, and it kind of went in. So
is there footage of this anywhere?
Yes, but I don't know if there's access to show to anybody right as of now. I think there's like high 8, or old. I think there's a little bit of. So, anyways, we begin. We don't speak of the footage.
We don't talk about the footage.
Yeah. I have it in my mind from actually being there, which I barely remember because they gave me a lot of mushrooms, and watching the footage. So we begin playing, and we play our regular songs, which is kind of okay. And then we get to the jam part, and I was unaware of this until it happened. But my homegirl pulls out a Bible and she opens it up, and she just starts reading passages out of the Bible, like randomly, like we didn't have any. And then she closes it and looks at me and goes, "I can't read this shit anymore," and hands it to me. And so I open it to the Rapture, the last chapter, the last book. I don't remember. There we go. I open it to Revelations, and I can barely read anything out of it. So I started kind of reading. I don't remember who it was, and I'm not going to claim, and I want to say it was me, but I think it may have been somebody else. Somebody that was handed to began ripping pages out of the Bible and started eating the pages out of the Bible. So it's eating that like as a, I don't know. And so we started handing it to everybody, and everybody started eating pages out of the freaking Bible live on stage while one of us was holding the microphone and speaking in tongues.
Wow.
What a very
Dude.
interesting show.
Dude.
Oh, it was so amazing. It was
Oh,
so
man.
amazing.
We here at the Sanctum love interesting things.
Indeed we do. And like I said, I would absolutely have, any time I got wind like y'all were playing somewhere, I feel like I'm there. I'm going. Because it's different every time.
Yeah, and then to put the icing on the cake, the lady I was speaking about, their newest bassist, she quit the band as soon as she started seeing us play. She's like, if this is the kind of people you're gonna play with, I'm fucking quit. So it's so funny. Every time I hang out with the people in that band, they're like, Slim, you're the reason why like that band got like shut down, because you made our bassist quit after seeing you guys on stage with diapers and in a quinceanera dress. And
Oh man. At least he has something to laugh about.
oh, that was
That's
one of the best
true.
shows. It
Man,
was
What a
yeah.
time.
Well, and they said actually it was a godsend for them, because that's how they could tell she wasn't going to be a fit. You know, if she couldn't handle a little bit of weirdness, like what's she going to do on tour? So they were like, actually, that was the first night she was on tour with them, and she quit. So it was like, no, thank you. You made it so that we found somebody, and the bassist they brought on was even better. So like yeah. But and I kept seeing her in the audience. I didn't notice. I didn't know that was what was going on, but I kept looking at her in the audience, and she was just like,
But you have to love that reaction also.
well, that's why we're doing it to some small extent. I mean,
Absolutely.
I'm here to freak you out. I'm here to do something and make. Okay, when I began putting on raves let's just full stop there. My goal was to give you an experience you would never have otherwise. I don't want it to be a negative one. But what we would do is we would put on like Alice in Wonderland events, Nightmare Before Christmas events. So what we did is we would come into the venue and we would decorate it completely. So as soon as you paid money and you walked in, you were enveloped in that world until you left. If you went to the bathroom, you're gonna see that world still. So we would do up full venues, so you got to escape reality for as long as you wanted to. I'm not forcing you to stay, so you can leave at any time, but I want to envelop your senses in that reality that I created for you for that time period.
The concept of full immersion is what intrigues me. Like you go to, like I've been to bigger venues, not like arenas, but bigger venues to see shows, and it's, yeah, you've got like amazing light show and everything like that, but it's not. It's like everything you
Full
want, but it
immersion.
could be a little more in depth. You know what I'm saying? And now I look at bands that I like let's say Tool, for example. That's a band that's putting you in the middle of their concept, the middle of their universe.
I have
Yeah,
no
for
words.
sure.
That was amazing.
So I have events where we do. Do you mind if I show something else to show some of the other events that we do that
Yeah.
envelop so here's I put on an event called Repent, and here's our 4-year anniversary, and it will show you like different themes that we do, and we dress up the whole stage, we dress up the whole venue. This will give you a little taste about what we kind of do. and I'm still involved in this, but it's slowly coming back to happening. So all our performances are all based on a theme that we come up with for every show.
Well, good thing we're not monetized.
Yeah.
We've been canceled.
Okay, well.
Well, your pause game was on point.
Yeah, no, that really didn't show as much like of a theme like we normally do. Let me show just like a tiny bit of just this, and then we'll get on to like showing other crap. But I just want to show like a little bit more of like how we make a what's it called? Themed event. So like our DJ is all dressed up and we got lights everywhere and it usually shows me by now, but whatever. In a second, it should show my dumbass.
No offense, Slim, but I'm kind of enjoying this part of it myself.
Yeah.
My God.
Shut up, Splicer.
This guy.
Wait for this, wait for this. Is this the quest? Is this the quest? Wait for this, wait for this.
Yeah, stuff like that, you know.
Wow. Dude. That is
indeed something. That's for sure.
that is fucking awesome. That's
Hey,
fucking
man,
awesome.
more
That's the
power to
kind of
you.
shit that I wish that I had been able to go to.
I certainly
Yeah,
couldn't do it myself, but man,
I feel very fortunate to be in Denver or around here where we get to do all kinds of fun stuff like that. And yeah, it's amazing to be able to put on an event and push the boundaries. And when I work at the clubs, I usually just wear frilly panties and I just walk around. And it's so amazing to have cops walk by me and not arrest me. I'm literally naked in a club, and the cops don't do anything. They can't do
oh
anything.
man, awesome.
Well, now, Splicer has something that
The
he
time
has been
come.
he has been patiently waiting to
Okay.
talk about for the last couple of weeks. Now, Splicer is not aware of a lot of the great movies throughout the last, I don't know, maybe 15 years or
The
so.
boy don't watch movies. I play video games.
I get that, but everybody usually watches movies, god damn it.
Video games are culture.
So he had never seen the Quentin Tarantino version of Inglourious Bastards. Now, Slim, you have seen this movie, I assume.
Yes, I have.
And it was the funny.
So Splicer has just recently seen this for the first time. So I'm now curious to hear his take on this, and of course, this is going to be open discussion on everything to do with it. But Splicer, please do go ahead.
Oh yeah. So I started watching it with my girlfriend, but she fell asleep. She didn't sleep very long though, because it was just about until like the first gunshot scene that she slept. But oh man, I really like how the film tells its story. It starts off with the like you're in the rural France where the Jewish individuals are hiding underneath the house, and Mr. Nazi guy just happens to know that they're underneath the house.
Hans Lando.
Like and I liked how they actually spoke in the other languages to show like their sides of the story, and they didn't it wasn't all just English
That's one thing about Tarantino. He's gonna
It was very good about the
he's gonna bring that
appropriation.
he's gonna bring everything like in properly.
I think, when I watched it, I felt like I was actually in a French countryside in World War II. It felt pretty good, like in the immersion levels. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah, obviously it's a touchy subject. But no, man, I really liked the film overall. I guess I found it very odd that he I don't know the characters' names that well. I only watched it the one time, but
Okay, well,
our
just name
American
the
fellow with the actor
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt, yeah.
Yeah, he was Lieutenant
His voice
Aldo
is
Rain.
perfect for that role, dude.
We're gonna
Like-
be doing one thing and one thing only: killing Nazis.
It's just like even at the end or whatever. Actually, I don't talk about that yet. But he wants to scalp every Nazi. Like, all right,
I like the fact that made Slim smile. Yes.
okay, like what?
That made me giggle inside. So
Good.
Gonna go Apache
Just-
on them. Like,
Just think about
okay.
that skinning a skinhead. You know what I'm saying? That
Oh
just made me
my
think
no,
about
God,
that.
scalping a skinhead. Is that what you're talking
Yeah,
about?
exactly.
Oh,
That just made
God,
me
dude.
laugh thinking about that.
Oh my God, dude.
100
I know-
Nazi,
I know-
100 Nazi scalps.
I know they're not the same. That's not exactly
And they
the
just went
same
all
thing.
out,
I just
Right,
thought
bro.
of
right.
that. Just like
They had Hitler in the film.
Oh,
they
oh,
were
the
going
guy-
all out, bro. They
Oh
just didn't
God, the
care.
guy who played Hitler was he was almost a spitting image.
yeah, he was. For
He
sure.
kind of, it was I don't know what the other movie is. There's another movie that has been memed to hell, where Hitler's it's bad translating or whatever, where he was in the bunker yelling at his guys. I don't know what movie that is, but the scenes where Hitler talks just reminds me of that other movie. Oh man,
Is it a spoof movie?
I think it could be a spoof movie. I'm not really sure. It's that
with,
one where
it's
he's
with
yeah, it's a bunch of guys, and he's you three need to walk out of this. I don't really know. I'm gonna find it.
It's with I can't remember his name, Patrick Swayze,
Yeah,
and a couple other, and it's like a funny spoof movie, and they like are trying to break into the castle, and they
it's the
somehow
Hitler
do, and then,
rants movie. I don't know what it's actually called.
yeah.
That it
Nine,
reminded me
nine,
of
nine,
that.
nine, nine, nine.
Yeah, that.
Dude,
Yeah.
Oh,
I
man.
love that part so much. Like every time it cuts to it, I'm like, you know it's coming if you've seen the movie a lot,
Oh,
and then
man.
you just have to do it in 9 9 9 9.
I didn't expect them to like have a person playing Hitler in the movie. Actually, it was
Oh no,
straightforward.
the guy that they had play
It
Joseph
made it
Goebbels.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, like the Nazi
Oh.
officers, and I was like, dude, I love history, and like I know these people's names because they were super bad guys, and oh my god, yeah, I watch a lot of history documentaries these days. There's there's a guy named Mark Felton. He makes YouTube videos on the Nazi things and World War II, and when they had mentioned Goebbels and stuff, and I know about all the stuff that Goebbels did at the time, and I was like, wow, bro, there's an actor playing him, but.
The guy that they had playing Goebbels was almost a spitting image of him as
Yeah,
well.
look just like him.
I thought
Sheesh.
Goebbels were the fairy creatures in Star Trek. Oh, that's something different. Oh, that's
Yeah,
never mind.
yeah.
Never mind.
What was his name? Is it Heinz or is it
turn
Franz?
the turn the
Goebbels or
sci-fi
whatever?
nerd off for just a minute, damn it.
It's like spelled. Yeah, I don't know how to spell
Oh no,
his name.
I loved the scene when they're in the ditch
Oh yeah.
when you meet the bear Jew.
The bear Jew. Yeah, beat your head with a baseball bat. Like, all right.
honestly watching
And they
Donnie beat
carve a
Nancy's death is
swastika
as close as
in
we get to
Survivor's
going to the
forehead.
movies. Oh yeah, I'm gonna give you a
Like,
little something you
dude.
can't take off.
Like, wow. Sheesh, man. And like obviously, like I'm sure, like if you're thinking like realistically, right? Some of those soldiers just wanted to go home to their families.
Oh yeah,
but
that last guy they talked to, he's like, first question, ask him if he wants to live.
Oh man, the bar scene, the scene in the bar.
Oh
I
man.
did not expect any of that to go down. And
Oh no.
I actually knew as well when he did his 3 fingers up or whatever, and that was what gave him away, his disguise. Yeah. Like I knew that too.
Honestly, I didn't know that at all, and I actually had to go and look that up.
Oh,
and
man.
when I read about it, I'm like, holy shit, he did give himself away.
It's the wrong 3, bro. That's not how like Europeans
That-
do 3s.
That Gestapo officer,
Oh,
man,
man.
he was just fucking.
He knew,
Oh my
man.
god. I love when they were sitting there at the table and both of them have got pistols pointed at each other's balls, and then you've got that one guy sitting next to him who's literally just sitting a pistol on top of his dick.
That was funny. Just like leans over. I got you. That makes 3 of us.
And that one British guy, he's just like, well,
that's how it's gonna be.
He's like, one thing left for you to do.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
And like it was for that guy's like party, right? Because he had a kid.
Yeah.
And he still ends up dead.
Yeah. Just like
the last one.
I write.
Poor guy.
Oh, but
Poor
no,
kid.
the bar scene, like I remember the very first time I finally got to watch the movie, and I was just sitting there. I'm just like, okay, this is actually going to go down the way it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Oops, wait a minute, something's not right here.
That woke up my girlfriend too. She was like, turn it down, because it was like really loud.
No, what you should have done is you should have just jumped up. Drive by.
Oh, I live on the bottom floor. That's not funny. Oh man, I laughed.
We're gonna have to move again.
No, I like my new apartment. It's pretty nice.
I do like the and the scene where they finally get into the movie theater.
Oh yeah, when they finally
And
got there.
Brad Pitt is pretending to. Well, he
Italian?
actually he does speak it, but dude,
Buongiorno.
that fucking
His accent
redneck Southern accent's
It
just
just
coming out
bugs me
way
so
too
badly.
heavy. Buongiorno.
He just didn't care. Like,
Oh my god.
he still spoke Italian, but it was.
Oh no, I love it when they
Uh,
I love it when they tackle him and they're like they find his knife and the bomb and all this other kind of stuff, and
He's
he's
like,
just
"Shit."
steadily
cussing
just
up a
cussing them
storm.
out, and he's just
in
like
English.
yeah, he's like shithead
Let
bastard
go of me,
fuck.
you freaking. Oh my god.
You
didn't
you
care.
Limburg smelling. It's like what the fuck,
Oh
dude?
man. And like I mean the Jewish French girl or whatever, her master plan to burn down the theater, and oh man.
Oh
She
yeah,
had a
that
rough time, dude.
um
Imagine like the guy just flirting with her constantly and hauling her to stupid things, and
right, and it's just like really, dude. What part of
take a hint, bro.
it's like what part of no are you not getting, my dude?
All of
You
it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man.
Let me spell it. Let me. No, wait a minute. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Oh man. It was just bad.
I do like. Oh God, when the two guys who were left in the theater, when they pull off their little plot to get up to the balcony where Hitler
Oh
is.
my god. And,
And
like,
they take
shot
the
his
two-
face off so many
Oh
times.
man. Oh dude. Yeah, but then they're like standing over there, like looking over the balcony, and it's
And just
just like
firing?
yeah, it's just like shooting fish in a barrel, man.
It's
I
like
mean,
they knew
come
they
on.
weren't getting out either, so they just freaking went for it.
Oh.
Like, all right.
Yeah.
Oh man, because they knew about the bombs, obviously.
Well, yeah, of course they did. I mean, it's just like, look, if we're going down, we're taking as many of you motherfuckers with us as we possibly can.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Now, there's the one thing that I don't understand, and I'm sure both of you notice this. When the explosion happens, there's that one random guy that just
That
goes
throws
flying out the
flying
window.
What is that?
Yes, what is that? Because I'm like, I don't recall anyone
It was
being
the
near a
random
window.
person up top, yeah.
And
Like-
why one? Yeah.
Yeah.
And why just the one? Yeah, it was like a balcony seat person though, so like maybe.
Right.
Maybe,
It's the
yeah. But you still think there would be? I don't know. Yeah, it is.
Also, like, yeah, like how was there a window there? Wasn't it just like one of her bedrooms or something? I don't know.
Well, remember at the beginning of the whole movie theater like scene in the movie, like she's literally standing in front of that window.
Oh yeah.
So which once again leads me to ask the question, who the fuck was that?
Yeah, and so it's not like it was like the black guy who like set off the explosives. He was like done first, probably.
Oh right. Well,
So
I
it's
mean,
fire.
yeah, he was behind the screen.
Yeah, he was behind the screen, so like maybe he ran back out. I don't know, but
The shot of her face laughing in the smoke
oh man,
was amazing. It was
Um,
absolutely amazing.
So I assume she set her laugh to loop or something. On the
Maybe.
film. 'Cause I assume she didn't just stand there laughing for 5 minutes maniacally.
Maybe she dropped acid before they did it.
Maybe, or she cut the film to make.
She
it,
saw
you
the
know, repeat
fairies
over
and
over
started
again.
laughing.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just thinking. I always think technical about these things. I'm an IT guy.
I get what you're saying
Yeah.
because like like the laughing teeth. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah,
Ha, ha, ha.
I think
You know,
she
it's
would have just
technically a
done
loop.
that. Yeah.
It's technically a loop thing. Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure. Yeah, Vila said she pre-recorded it. Yeah,
Yeah, it was
I
pre-recorded.
would go on
but,
that.
Like, I doubt she recorded more than 3 minutes, of her monologue and then laughing.
Well, like it's just with the Joker for that clip, it was ha 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 ha. It was just a couple notes
Mhm.
and then just a loop of
Yeah, you
that.
loop
So
it.
yeah. So it was probably not very long, but of course we're very technical. That person may have been so insane they laughed for 3 minutes. Right?
Well, I mean, if her family gets freaking murdered like that, yeah, probably. Who knows? She's worth a lot.
I do like-
Psychopaths.
I do like the fact they brought Mike Myers into the movie.
Mhm.
I loved his character Even if it was just a little cameo role, his character was totally worth it. What's the they're standing there and they're drinking, and he was just like, down with Hitler, all the way down. So.
Okay, I do have to say something really quick to Vila and saying they don't have that they didn't have that technology back then. Have you ever seen the little wind up noisemaker or whatever? I mean, you literally could have made the little press thing that went ha 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 ha.
Are you talking about like a music box or something?
Yeah, you could technically have made a little music box back then that did those tones. It may have not sounded like exactly what we're speaking about, but you could have technically done it like in the 1800s, late 1800s, maybe. Let's say, there were machines that could have technically reproduced that. Or you had a little vinyl record. You could have a little tiny one, and never mind.
What was the line? Like the movie or whatever in the movie was like, "Who wants to send a message to Germany?" or something like that.
Yeah.
That was funny. It's like, I would like to send a message to Germany.
That you are all going to die. It'd have been funny if she had just been like, "What do you think about that, motherfuckers?"
Nice.
Oh, or when they broke the guy out of prison. What's his name? Sergeant Hugo Stiglitz. Yeah. Because they were about to send him back to Berlin, and I guess they were going to execute him in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I was just lamenting on how I don't have my soundboard anymore and how I couldn't make a laughing noise. Dang it, I need to set up my soundboard again.
Oh, man. I learned the other day that my keyboard has a built-in Stream Deck. I'm just dumb. Yeah, so I actually could do all the cool transitions that streamers have without having to buy one.
You aren't dumb. You just didn't realize the technology until just recently. Like that's. I mean,
I've had the keyboard 2 years, man.
But that doesn't. Yeah. But again, it's that you were like, oh, I now need this or whatever. That's what I have to realize with technology. Being as old as I am, I have to realize I'm not stupid. I just
am 22.
Yeah, it doesn't matter the age. That's what I'm saying. It's just realizing the potential inside the equipment that you have. Not that you as soon as your brain understands it or needs it for a certain purpose, then you can understand it. So
I'm pretty sure 17-year-old me threw away the manual.
So
yeah, and who needs a manual? No, I'm just kidding.
Who needs a manual to keyboard?
So we have a pretty steady audience right now.
So are we gonna play a game?
Yes, let's play some What the Dub, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
You may have to explain this to Splicer.
There is an intro that will explain it for us.
Oh yes,
but let me give you just a really quick rundown, and I think almost everybody in the stream kind of knows who I am, except for a couple of people that I've noticed that may not know who I am. So what we're doing is there's a game we're going to play. They're going to show a small video clip from the 1930s to 1950s, and there is going to be a blank spot in your audio. So I will give you a fast example, but they will explain it again, and I will let the explanation happen. So say that we're showing a cowboy, and he says, "What in the tarnations?" And they'll show the video of another cowboy, and it will go blank, and you have to fill in the gap. So there's a snake in my boot, just to give you an example.
Somebody's poisoned the water hole.
Yeah. Exactly. But
you're my favorite deputy.
Yeah.
Stop.
But remember, ladies and gentlemen, we are adults here. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to give you the most silly, screwed up version to win points. So we all get to judge who we like their response the best. the most wonderful thing about this Splicer is it actually will read your text back to us.
Oh, great.
So yeah, so it will go, what incarnations, and then it will actually go, your mom is making bread for me, I mean, like whatever you say and you type in, it actually says it back. Yeah. So here we go. Give me like 5 seconds to set it up. As soon as you hear the audio, let me know. And Brainless is already in the chat. So if everybody goes to playwtd.com in their browser, I will give you a code in just a second, and then we will be able to play. There's only 6. I went like this. There's only 6 people to be able to play, but there's infinite audience members. So if you don't get in, you can still be an audience member, and you still get to vote, and we will have lots of fun. So give me just a second to get the audio set.
No problem. I'm sitting outside. It's been raining and the fog is now rolling in, and like the view that I have right now kind of looks like a fucking like black metal album cover with the fog rolling in.
I just thought Call of Duty Zombies. Sorry.
You're supposed to be killing Nazis.
That's always the answer is Call of Duty Zombies, bro.
Well, while Slim is getting this set up, everybody, once again, I want to thank everybody so much for coming and hanging out with us today. Please, all of you, please come back. You are more than welcome. Hit that subscribe button for us. Get the notification bell on. Come and join us every week, because this is what we do. We just come in, we hang out, we have a good time, and we talk about the most random shit, and we have a few laughs along the way. This is just a place.
Random.
Do what?
Emphasis on random.
Yeah, definitely emphasis on random. A lot of it comes from you slinky bastard. But you conniving little bitch. But yes, please thank you so much, everybody. This really, really means a lot, and we really do appreciate everybody coming and hanging out with us today. And we certainly hope that we have kept you entertained. Let's see here. Okay. So next show, now I do have to work next weekend, and so what, Splicer, if you are available, I thought we maybe try to push in an evening show, maybe Wednesday if you're available. Just let me know later.
See. I start work tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Oh,
heck yeah!
You got the job you applied for?
Yes, I did.
Oh, congratulations, brother!
I know, crazy.
Still well, it's a crazy fucked up world, man.
Yep. Still an IT guy.
Is that really what you want to do with your life?
Yes, that is 100% what I want to do. What I want to do. That and stream. We're jamming over here.
All right, grab some friends, head to playwtd.com and enter your room code.
I need the code. Might want to turn it down just a hair, because I'm having trouble hearing you, Slim.
I didn't even think someone was talking. Dum, boom, boom, dun, dun, dun.
We're gonna need to hear the audio.
Okay.
Saying a little bit. So I'm just gonna work to that, and I think we should be okay.
All right.
I haven't gotten in yet, but give me just a second, because I would like to slide into our game. Okay, here we go. Once the audio starts playing, if anybody would like me to turn it up, we'll go from there.
You can turn it up just a little, just another hair.
Okay, cool. Let me get it back into my voice meter and meter my voice. I mean, the voice of the meter.
Yeah.
Like that.
Now I can't hear you.
Okay. Well,
There you go. That's good.
Thank you, Brandon.
There's one more slot open. Slide into RD. Never mind.
Tomato.
Yeah, and then you can be in the audience as well. So even if we start the game and you come in later or you want to play, all you got to do is go to playwtd.com and then go to room code PWIJ. And if nobody slides into our DMs, into this game in like 30 seconds.
I'm just jamming over here. This music.
Nice. Obviously, you can tell I have way too much time on stage being an MC because I just make up way too many innuendos.
Do what you gotta do, man.
While we're waiting for this to start, I was the MC for a headlining band that I won't say the name for, and they made me talk on the mic for 45 minutes before they got on stage.
Huh.
I don't know why they weren't ready. I don't know what they were doing, having an orgy. I don't know.
But you figured it out.
Yeah, no, so I was just like, so where are you from? Blah, blah, blah. And I did the
Stand
whole
up.
thing, like, oh, God, it was so bad. Telling jokes for like 10 minutes and then like trying to talk to the audience. And it was just a shite show. It was not fun.
All right, I'm ready when y'all are.
Okay, let's just go ahead and start the game. Okay, here we go. It'll explain it, but I can't.
Welcome to What
There
the
we go.
Dub. The rules are simple. Each round, a video will play with missing dialogue. Each player enters their wittiest replacement dub. Players watch the dubs and vote on the best one. The player with the highest score at the end of the game wins. It's just that easy.
Here we go.
Quiet on set. Another round is coming up.
Haven't I got anything to say about this?
Time to let your ambitions soar. Enter your dub.
And then, just to let everybody know, because I totally put on the wrong screen. If you didn't get the dialogue, why is mine not working? Hold on. You can look at it up below. My computer kind of froze. Okay, I got it. And there's add sound effects as well that you can put. So below the submit, you can look at the script and what it said.
What is these sound effects, though?
Come on, guys.
You're almost out of time.
Okay, I didn't check the spelling. So. Okay,
All right. Oh, whatever, I guess.
Okay, here we go.
Haven't I got anything to say about this?
I got 2 words for ya. Suck it.
Haven't I got anything to say about this?
No, your wife sold your pussy to me. I own it.
Haven't I got anything to say about this?
No, you stupid bitch, you don't. You spent $750,000 in 3 years.
Haven't I got anything to say about this?
God.
No, just bend over.
Vote now or forever hold your
Oh,
peace.
man, they're so good. I think I have to go with Vila's because I like the reference. I forget that I keep looking at the
I'm
wrong.
dying over here. I started drinking in the first one. That was mine. I laughed at my own joke because it was too good.
Come on, Slim.
I have too many screens open and it's not letting me.
We're
look at
waiting. We're waiting. We're waiting.
it. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I have to do that, I think, and then I'll be able to do this.
Mine didn't place a deal.
Hold on. Let me see.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Man, too bad Wanderer wasn't here. He would have loved this.
Right?
Oh man, he would have said so much shit.
Did we lose Slim?
No, we didn't lose Slim. We're just something's happening.
Okay.
We
I
may
need
have
to-
lost him, but I doubt it.
I need to attempt to make my way back in to plug in my computer.
Making your way downtown, walking fast.
Oh, that's not possible at the moment.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Fuck
Oh.
you.
Dumb, but we don't even get the dub for this next one. Shit.
Oh, we lost him. Okay, well, he'll be right back.
Yeah,
And
that's fine.
so, everyone knows that I am injured, so please give me a few moments while I slowly attempt to make my way inside.
Hopefully you can get back on it. Oh well.
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, is that your host, Splice 37, and welcome to.
oh yeah! Don't even.
Don't even. Come
Don't
on,
even.
man. Widow's son's just walking back inside real quick.
Oh,
We even heard the door squeak. It's immersion.
yes. You get to hear real life sound effects. Slim,
He is
I
back.
see you.
Get
I see you
going.
there. Give me just a minute, brother.
Missed it by a hair. Oh. I put in my new thing.
Splicer, hang.
even though I didn't hear
Splicer,
that. What?
Splicer, take over for just a minute, please.
Okay, I'm taking over. Don't worry. Okay, so I'll just give an update on myself these days. I moved and got a new job, and I'm going to hopefully start making my videos again soon. But you see, I've been distracted by the Smite World Championships because I like this game called Smite. Don't worry about it. And also, I might just take up a streaming career. We'll see how this goes. Other than that, I've just been a really busy boy. Really busy boy. In fact, let's see. I started editing a video of It Takes Two, which is an amazing game. If you have a friend, go play It Takes Two. Actually, if you don't have a friend, make a friend. It's always good to have friends. It's important to have friends. If you think you can't make friends, ask a family member. I don't know. Do you have any siblings? I'm sure some of you have siblings. Make them play video games. Video games are good for the soul. It's not a waste of time, I swear. Call it an interactive movie. That's what It Takes Two is. An interactive movie that anyone can play.
Right. Sorry about the delay, folks.
It's okay. I had a good monologue. Don't worry about it.
There he is.
The music returns.
Slim, you there?
I think so.
Hello?
But
We don't see a screen yet.
I can't see a screen.
I can't see.
time's running out.
Can't see. Hey, I can't see. Perfect.
There we go.
So that
But
was
we
a
missed
SpongeBob
it.
reference.
Are we see it now?
Place your votes, boys. We don't even know what the funny thing is.
Someone can't cut the mustard.
You guys suck at voting.
You're a certified dreamboat. Yowza!
It's just a frozen screen now.
Dang it. My computer is being silly.
It's okay.
So many dubs, so little time. Let's get into it.
Let me try this really quick. Hold on.
Hey, should we just start a new game?
Oh, there he goes.
Oh.
He is the gun.
Sorry for the delay, folks. We will be right with you. I promise.
Oh, lost connection to host. I wonder if he turned off his computer. mean, that's what I would do. You know, as an IT guy, you're supposed to turn your computer off and turn it back on.
Did you try kicking it, sir?
Did you try kicking it? Do you know how to turn off your Chromebook and turn it back on?
Yes.
Yes. Do you know the refresh key and the power button force restarts it?
No.
Haha. See? If you ever need to restart your computer real quick, press the refresh key and the power button.
See, now you're just being a cocky asshole.
Uh-huh. Do you know how to factory reset your Chromebook?
Okay, sorry, I don't know what happened with my computer.
That's okay.
That's okay. We can start a new game. That's fine.
Yeah, give me just a millisecond to do that. And
This is the part where we have a fun time.
I never used my green screen with this, so I'm going to turn off my camera and then try to do some settings where I change, and then we'll get it going. Give me a second.
Okay, no problem.
Go for it.
So, Splicer,
First
what
one
did
was
you?
funny. Whoa, what did I say?
No, what did I was going to ask you? What did you acquire for Christmas this year or last year?
For Christmas? Okay, so I got a new bed. My grandma decided to get me a new bed because she said you need to stop sleeping on the floor, Todd. It's time to move on with your life. So I actually I went and bought the actual mattress, but we have a new bed and it doesn't require a box spring. It's pretty nice bed.
Awesome.
Yep.
I finally spent my Amazon cards that I got for Christmas.
Nice. Hey, what did you buy?
I got a new deck box for my Magic decks. I bought a 3-pack of the new Crimson Vow cards and a beard and mustache trimmer.
Oh, nice. I didn't really ask for much, so I didn't really get much. So that's kind of how it works. Because I usually just buy my own stuff these days. Sorry, no one in my family is young. There's no kids in my family right now, so it's the awkward years.
Well, I mean, my mom would always ask me what I would want, or she'd ask me to write some things down, and I could give her a list of books that I was looking for, and they're really easy to look up, but she would just always get me Amazon cards. So I just kind of prefer that, to be honest with you, because I sat on the new cards for I don't know, about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks, maybe. I don't know. Because I couldn't think of anything. I'm like, what do I want? I can buy anything. What do I want? Or more importantly, what do I need?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
So I knew I needed
stuff.
Yeah, I should have probably ordered 2 of the box that I got. I mean, it's a what? Hang on, let me go back to the website.
Yeah, I actually went and bought myself a printer because my girlfriend, she's living with me now, but she's still in college, so
Hang on,
she's about to graduate. But I wanted to have a printer, so I bought a printer.
There you go.
Yeah,
I'm just waiting for the screen share.
Okay.
Sanctum.
Here we go.
Vila wants to join us. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me just a second.
Thank you, Sydney, for telling us. Even though, I read Vila's message earlier. I'm just dumb. So we can chill on full screen mode.
Hang on, let me send Vila the link real quick.
Yep.
We will get the lovely British lady in here with us.
Hey, can you all see it?
Can't really hear you, Slim.
Can you all see it?
Do what?
We can't see it or hear you. The game is a little bit too loud than your voice. We can't see it. There we go.
Okay.
You could probably keep it somewhat loud, but maybe you can turn yourself up. I don't know. Because you can't have it too low because we got to laugh at the funny things we say.
Yeah. Is the sound okay, or?
I mean, I mean, you could just, I don't know, something. That's probably fine. It's a
You
little
can turn it
quiet.
up just a little. Yeah, turn it up just a hair.
Just a
Okay.
hair. Oh, I need to freaking join. Whoops.
Hang on.
I'm gonna do that, and then.
Okay, hang on. Let me get the code in.
Boy. There we go. That's fine.
Okay.
Boing.
Vila, check your Discord DM, please. Oh, there she is. Well, hello, dear lady.
Hello.
How are you guys?
Doing
Wonderful.
fine.
Here.
Yay!
Looking ravishing
by
as
the way-
always.
I looked up to find out if there was absolutely any significance to that guy being thrown out the window. Nope, none at all. The only weird thing is he was his scream as he got thrown out the window is the same scream from the end, one of the end scenes where that guy gets killed in Death Proof.
That's true. I forgot about that.
That's the only thing I could find about him at all. So maybe they just wanted to like shoehorn that in. I don't know. But also, apparently, there are a lot of nods to German cinema in there, and the big head of Shoshana, is reminiscent of Hitler's favourite film by Goebbels.
Oh, okay.
It's the thing I found out while I was like looking up if there was any significance. So
Well, thank you for informing us.
that's all right. Well, I wanted to find out for you since you guys were on the subject, and I'm like not doing much.
Might as well.
So
We're just chilling with the music.
All right, let's
So-
do this.
All right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and remember, ladies and gentlemen, whoever's watching still in the side chat, you can still join us as an audience member at any time. So if you want to join us, just put in the room code and you can join us. So here we go. I'm just gonna not touch things.
Welcome
so hopefully we
to
get
What
through
the
this.
Dub. The rules are simple. Each round, a video will play with missing dialogue. Each player enters their wittiest replacement dub. Players watch the dubs and vote on the best one. The player with the highest score at the end of the game wins. It's just that easy.
Here we go.
So many dubs, so little time. Let's get into it.
Peter, can you hear me? Very well, Captain.
Give it your best shot and enter your dub.
Okay, here we go.
Cha-ching.
20 seconds. Yeah. I love this game. It's so awesome.
Oh, Phyllis is going to be witty. I can already tell.
Good.
That's not too much.
yeah. No,
Quick, enter your dub.
Enter
Press
your
enter.
damn
dub.
it! You can only do 2 sound effects.
Oh.
Peter, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Very well, Captain.
How is it they're up my ass?
Okay.
I feel there's gonna be a running thing.
Peter, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Very well, Captain.
I will insert Chub the cucumber now. Is my butthole soapy enough, Shani?
Yes, it's all. Excellent jokes.
My God.
Oh God.
Peter, can you hear me? Very well, Captain.
It's worse than we thought. That wasn't a wormhole. Turns out it was a fat fold. We appear to be LivMG on a fat woman.
I wanted to do a gunshot after that. It's the third one. Bang!
Very well, Captain.
Yeah.
Widow's son is a pussy bitch and gets wrecked by the Dark Ninja.
Oh,
What the fuck?
so personal.
Peter, can you hear me? Very well, Captain.
Okay, Peter, now all you have to do is grab it like the big booty bitches.
Nice.
Peter, can you hear me? Very well, Captain.
I just wish this probe was not up my ass as I do this task.
Vote now, or forever hold your peace.
Singing to it.
Remember, if you answer quicker, that I don't sing.
I didn't realize Hatman was here.
Yeah. You can tell what someone says.
Batman's here.
Uh,
So this is going to be an interesting game.
Ouch! Your jokes need a page one rewrite, buddy.
Yeah, you can't use that as an answer there, Hatman.
Slick here lands a big
the audience.
and clinches the round.
Nice.
That was
If we
fun.
get more audience members to join in, it'll be a
Another
lot
round
more
of
fun.
What the Dub is coming at you.
Okay, here we go.
And this earth looked inviting. Good roads, plenty of minerals.
What are you waiting for? Enter your dub.
Okay, okay. Wait. Come on, Beavis. Okay. There we go. As I said, the faster that you
Hustle,
answer,
hustle.
the less you have to hear me.
Hustle, hustle.
5 seconds to be left. Okay, there we go.
Just.
And this earth looked inviting. Good roads, plenty of minerals.
Oh shit, Brainless is there. Let's move on.
Yeah.
And this earth looked inviting. Good roads, plenty of minerals.
And unlimited amounts of anime girls.
And this earth looked inviting. Good roads, plenty of minerals.
Perfect to convince the idiots the world is flat, haha.
The crowd.
And this earth looked inviting. Good roads, plenty of minerals.
And good God no, that's Clay County Von Helton will shoot us. Better get him off the property dress as the humans called Frost.
All right.
And this earth looked inviting. Good roads, plenty of minerals.
Widows and Hater Nation are a cesspool of disgusting thin-skinned bitches and gets wrecked daily.
Totally.
Okay.
That's awesome. We
And
got a
this-
troll. That's funny.
Looked inviting. Good roads, plenty of minerals.
And lots of lube for butt stuff.
Yes.
What
There.
did you think was the best?
What? I mean,
Story
that's
King.
fine. Did I say that out loud?
Oh man.
Oh man, that's so difficult. There's so many good ones.
All right, whatever.
Okay, I have to go. I have to go with this. I mean, everybody knows I love butt
Come
stuff.
on, baby.
Someone can't cut the mustard.
Again, homie, you have to go with the people who are playing. You can't just like.
You're as
Hey.
fit as a
Hey.
Good one.
Nice. Give me that shit.
And you know that we can
Round
cut this
three.
stuff out to like.
I'm
make
more
fun of
confused
later
why
every
they
time.
put your part Nation. You talk about movies and music.
No time to waste.
What was the dub? I missed it.
Sorry.
So if you go to your prompt, right under submit says missed it ? Check here to review the script, and you can actually see what it says. Every time the typesetter touches a key, missing audio, so blank. Every time the typesetter touches a key, blank. Okay, yeah. Come on, Beavis. Thank you.
Hold up. Got you.
Okay, there we go. My computer. I need more RAM for my computer. Like it's glitching out. There's running too much crap now that I'm doing the green screen and other things.
Every time the typesetter touches a key,
She thinks of that night with Slack and Floppage.
every time the typesetter touches a key,
Widow's son, you banning the mighty dark ninja has
Oh
proven
my
how butthurt and
God,
defeated you, or you nasty Freemasonry faggot.
Every
Yeah,
time,
totally.
dude.
That's totally.
every time the typesetter touches a key,
I get a hard on.
every time the typesetter touches a key,
Okay, same difference.
every time the typesetter touches a key,
An incel doesn't get laid.
Yes.
every time the typesetter touches a key,
Okay. I'll have to admit, for you all just putting in sound effects, that was pretty fucking
I'm a
good.
genius.
I can't vote for any one of
Oh
those.
man.
Incel one. I mean,
Uh,
incel wins because I've had to
Incel's
deal
too
with
good, dude.
incels for the last 6 months.
Doesn't get late.
This top dog is
Thank you.
Yeah. Look at him go.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
I liked it.
Oh, that was fun.
Classic ignoramus.
Oh man.
Is Hatman even worth our time?
It's probably not actual Hatman.
No, it's not the real Hat Man.
Yeah, he wouldn't say
Correct,
that.
kid. Here comes the next
Okay,
round.
so here we go. Shh.
I'm not really Secret Agent 007 and 7/8 at all.
Show him you're not just a pretty face. Enter your dub.
Okay, here we go. I
You're
just
almost
love
out of
this music
time.
So much. Okay, here we go, everyone.
I'm not really Secret Agent 007 and 7/8 at all.
No sir, I am Secret Agent 78 inches.
I'm not really Secret Agent 007 and 7/8 at all.
Yes, I know you are Agent 69 and are a bottom, so get in the room and bend over.
I'm not really Secret Agent 007 and 7/8 at all.
I am a cheese midget.
Okay.
I'm not really Secret Agent 007 and 7/8 at all.
You don't say, but you're still going to bend over and take it like a good little bitch.
Oh yeah, no Lou.
I'm not really
Oh
Secret
my
Agent
God.
007 and 7/8 at all.
You sick fuck. You used me just to stick your tiny penis in my ass? Suck a dick troll.
Yes.
I'm not really Secret Agent 007 and 7/8 at all.
Widow's son is a fucking stupid
Oh
faggot and
my
is scared
God,
of Dark
dude.
Ninja BC. He's fragile. What a way to represent Freemasons.
Which dub did you like best? Vote now!
Well, you know what's really awesome about movies is all that stuff that they say in movies is fake. So yeah, you keep
True.
pretending to
God,
troll us.
dude.
Well, that's great. This is awesome. Oh, which one? Which one?
Like, how pathetic does he have to be?
I know,
Just
that's what
because
I'm
you
thinking,
can't
yeah.
comment in a section, in someone's comment section, apparently, you're going out of your way to join in on a game to troll. Like, dude, that's a lot of energy.
Yeah,
That's
but
a
you know
lot
how
of
much
energy.
fun that is? Like, we have proof of how lame this person is on a freaking
One word.
stream in a game.
Wow.
Also, like, this isn't Hater Nation. He doesn't talk about the girls.
Yeah.
Thanks.
We literally have, like, proof of how lame this person is. Even if they are that person or not. I mean, it's great.
Feels gonna
Quiet on set. Another round is coming up.
Okay, here we go.
Mar, what happened to the paper?
Time
Yes.
to shake the world, kid.
That's great.
Enter your dub.
Oh, good times. Good times.
Better hurry.
Hurry. Step right this way. Fill in the answers. And then we get to watch it. Okay, here we go.
Right at the buzzer.
Mar, what happened to the paper?
I was cutting ads out for pawn shops that don't take TVs, computers, or mics.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, that was good.
Mar, what happened to the paper?
Oh, I took out all the fake news, so now I only read about Flat Earth and how the government is lying to us.
Oh my God.
Oh, that is so good.
Mar, what happened to the paper?
It has turned into Grindr. Look, anyone can get sex date.
Mar, what happened to the paper?
It has your ass cheeks in the booty section. Look, hon, you're famous.
Mar, what happened to the paper?
Widow's son is a loser
Oh
along with
my
Winter Nation
God,
pussies who are obsessed with one guy named Giant Trag 9000K. Faggots in a cesspool slither together.
Well, now we have that for audio.
I don't know who that is.
Who?
Don't work here, man.
Don't
Oh,
worry
I blocked
about
out
it.
all that silly fake news about the Glover, COVID birds, stars, all those lies. Just the lonely ads now in cartoons.
Vote or don't. The choice is yours.
Well, this is pretty good.
That was a good one. And you can cut most of this stuff out. I mean, you can cut all this stuff out
What a
of your
disappointment
video.
you turned out to be.
What a disappointment you turned out to be.
YouTube. So I mean,
Poignant and funny. You have a gift.
and it was great that it just said that. Yeah, that he's a loser.
Shit.
Round 6.
Fight. Oh, what?
There's a fight.
Yeah.
Time to let your ambitions soar. Enter your dub.
Oh man. Okay, we'll go with that. Yeah.
Couldn't you, as the host, like just kick the other guy?
Hurry up.
What?
Couldn't you, as the host, just kick the other guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Henry, you get that ass back here and we can work it out in a sexy hot threesome. No need to fight over me, boys.
Yeah, exactly.
All you PPL on this stream are fucking butthurt right now. I'm literally laughing my ass off.
How are
Get
we?
wrecked, you fucking milky lickers.
Wait, how are we butthurt at all? None of us are butthurt. We're laughing at your punk ass.
Fun.
They're the one that's so butthurt that they have come into
Found the other
a
dildo stop
stream,
fighting.
found out that they cannot actually
Okay, let's talk
comment,
about
gone to another website, typed in a game
Let him go. He
name
can also
and
have a go on
password
text.
and have stayed for the entirety of the game to thus point just to put in a few crack shots.
We know how much
Stop
of a
fighting.
We're the
I will not
butthurt
go
ones.
to
Do you
the
not
one
understand how pathetic that actually sounds? Like,
yeah, we
you're
all
that butthurt someone blocked you from commenting. Wow.
we know how much of a loser they are.
Ladies,
We don't wanna
ladies,
talk
the
about
dress looks good on both of you.
Everyone's a critic. You vote.
Oh man. That last one was good. Da, da, da. Ah.
Good.
Guys, the only thing I'll say is just don't pay it any attention.
Yeah, no.
It does not bother me in the slightest.
No, that's what they want.
Here, man.
You're on
Hey.
a roll.
The less we
Yeah,
do
boys,
that, the
back.
more fun that we have on
I thank you. I thank you.
Yeah. No, if it doesn't bother you, then I'll leave it.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. If you're okay.
Together.
Okay.
To just listen to the announcer of this. It's already tell them how much of a loser they are. Yes, Spicer, that was a fucking good one.
Round
Okay, so
7.
here we go.
But first, I want to say a few words, especially to you young people.
Oh, this is gonna be so fucking good.
Oh,
Oh, this is gonna be so good. The more that we ignore them, the awesomer it is because the more butthurt they get.
I think I got you on this one, Slim, because I took this one a totally different direction.
Okay, good.
People got me on this one too, man. I wasn't too putting in this one. I'm actually usually bad at these games, so there's that.
Okay.
You're almost out of time.
Oh, come on. Go to where I want to. Come on.
It's too late.
Okay. No, I got it in.
I was so close to missing it.
Few
Okay,
words,
hold on.
especially to you young people.
Widow's son is a friend of
Oh,
Crew DF who plays with kids in a VR and Dragnonk the zoophile who fucks dogs' pussies. Ignore that retard low IQ faggot's hop.
Yeah, whatever.
Next.
First, I want to say a few words, especially to you young people.
I'm staying at hotel on Main Street. Room 406. That is for
What?
the girls at Willie.
Oh no.
That's good.
Oh
I like
no.
First, I want to say a few words, especially to you young people.
I want to say that drugs are bad MK.
Yes, you don't look like you
No,
would say
it's like-
that.
First, I want to say a few words, especially to you young people.
Remember popping the brown cherry is amazing.
All right.
First, I want to say a few words, especially to you young people.
You gotta try it in the butt. My dad always said that.
First, I want to say a few words, especially to you young people.
We have to stay strong. I know it's so hard with how seductive their curves are, how wet they are, the magnificent beauty. But please, flat earth.
Oh, that was a good turn at the end. Oh, that's so tough. Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Okay,
Right.
okay. I have to go with flat earth. I mean,
I can't. That was good.
Hatman, I know you think you're cute, but like, I'm gonna make a compilation of all your answers, and we're gonna laugh at you over and over and over again, just to let you know there, homie.
Oh,
Someone is cruising for a bruising in last place.
Because that's what you are, homie. You're last place.
Kid, you're slicker than snot on a doorknob. High score!
That was great. That was good. Thank you.
shit.
I should have said give it a try.
Bobby Singer is next. Let's take it home.
Why don't you hire more men?
Okay. Nope. Okay. There we go. Come on, Hat Man. Put in your punk ass little fucking answer that we all get to laugh at because you're a fucking loser. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that on somebody else's stream. I normally don't.
Why don't you hire more men?
I already have enough dick all to myself. You should get some for yourself. Wink.
Why don't you hire more men?
Who TF is this cyborg degenerate white
Oh
knighting
my
for cocksucker?
god.
You like to
Thank
defend
you.
cock breath shit brains guy? Fucking moron, haha.
Thank you. I was hoping that he would call me out.
Why don't you hire more men?
Well, sir, I did at one point, but all the boys ran off when I kept getting them to bend over and pick stuff up. Talked about packing fudge and other street.
Nice.
Other street.
Why don't you hire more men?
Cause if I do, I will want to do bad things to myself with hot cheese and leather.
Ooh,
Okay. All right.
Why don't you hire more men?
Hire more men? I don't have enough fleshlights to masturbate them all.
All right.
Why don't you hire more men?
Well, the payment you see. I can't take more than this in one night or my ass will start to bleed.
You gotta know your limits. You gotta know your limits.
Gotta know your limits, my man. There you go.
Oh, that was great.
Oh my god.
Okay, I have to go with that.
What a dire Mormon.
Man, you're really entertaining here because, like, I'm gonna make a compilation of all this.
Oh
stuff.
no, that's Dark Ninja.
That's-
That's not.
That's not
Yeah.
actually Hatman.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
But
that's
it's
Dark
so-
Ninja. Hatman
wow.
is someone in the
Thank
community we know and is like a friend of ours.
Pure rhubarb.
Okay.
What a loser.
So it's
Like,
Ninja.
he's not the real Hatman.
Yeah.
Wow, you're just too much.
What's a win for him? Maybe?
I'll be quiet then.
Oh, wow.
Grab your martini glass. Next up is the final round.
Fight. Oh, what?
Fight.
Now that all this has happened to our Johnny, he is very close to being...
Time to let your ambitions soar. Enter your dub.
Okay. Oh, that is yeah. Okay. Okay, there we go. Well, it's been a while since I've had a troll in our game, so it's nice to
Now
have a
that all
troll.
this has happened to our Johnny, he is very close to being...
The thickest Johnny we've ever seen. I mean, look at the size of that thing. DOS 1 big PP.
Nice.
Now that all this has happened to our Johnny, he is very close to being...
How about you shut TF up, you fucking dishwasher at the bottom corner? By the way, Sydney, stop fucking stalking me, hobo.
Now that all this has happened to our Johnny, he is very close to being...
Ready for his first double pentation.
God damn it. Sorry.
Now that all this has happened to our Johnny, he is very close to being...
Completely transition. Just the final operation to go.
Now that all this has happened to our Johnny, he is very close to being...
Actually able to not smell the stank of Shani on him any more years after she gave him his 15th B-Day surprise.
Oh, man.
Nice.
That was something.
Oh, that was good.
I don't really know the whole
Now
story.
that all this has happened to our Johnny, he is very close to being...
Working as a dancer in a bathhouse to pay for law school.
And never mind. Never mind.
Nanny for Christ had sex with a 15-year-old when she was 18.
Yeah. I remember hearing that.
Here, I'll vote for your pentation.
Excuse me.
Oh, it's so difficult to pick.
Has to be double pentation. The spelling mistake as well just made it so beautiful.
I'll have to go with that one.
I love it.
Pentation, baby.
You're headed to Nowheresville, kid. Try harder.
Got him, dude.
You take the egg, baby. Winner, winner.
Hey.
And here's our winner.
Yay, I won!
Bigger than snot on a doorknob. I score!
The ass was the top.
Oh, man.
And of course, loser
Check
man
out
was
this last
loser
place
man.
loser. Total square.
Total square.
What a square.
We're gonna totally clip that.
All right, hey, I'm gonna close this real quick, okay?
Yeah, totally.
Losers, why don't you take this opportunity to say something nice about the winner?
Cancel that. Mute yourself.
All right. Well, can you mute that real quick, Slim?
For real.
Time to put an egg in your shoe and beat it. See you next time on What the Dub.
Yep. Give me a second. Sorry. Hold on. There we go. There you go.
Okay. Well, the last part of the show has been very interesting, but I think we're going to go ahead. We're going to wrap this up for the week. And guys, you know, we can hang out afterwards and everything. That's perfectly fine. Slim, I want to thank you so much for coming on and hanging out with me, brother. And I want you definitely to come back. I'm going to set something up with Mr. Lizard to come back and join us. And Miss Vila, you are always welcome here as well. Slim, you are certainly welcome here as well anytime. And I do want to thank you so much again. Do either of you have anything you want to shell out real quick?
No, I'm good.
If everybody could go to my channel and try to subscribe to me. If I said try, please subscribe to me on my channel. I'm trying to get 50 more subs so that I can get my community tab and all that fun stuff by having 500. So I'm at 450 right now. If I could get 500, then I get more fun stuff to do with all of you to interact with you more on YouTube.
All right, definitely. Splicer, do you have anything you got coming up?
No, I said my piece earlier when you were having your technical difficulties, so we're good.
Okay. Give me just a second.
But I hope you all in the audience have a lovely, lovely day.
Absolutely. So it has been a great show. Good to be back. Splicer and I will talk about a show possibly Wednesday if he is available, but we will be having another one very soon. So everybody just be watching the Discord, and I will announce that shortly. But I do want to thank everyone who came by the chat today, and thank you so much for everybody for coming by and hanging out with us today. And once again, hit that subscribe button for us and come and join us every week. But I will be announcing the next show soon. But until then, my friends, as always, peace be with you.